Okay, now the next page. Okay, a few moments later, when all his speech was over, after a few seconds, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters, and troops carrier low roared in perfect formation over the Union Building, the Pretoria where they were located, the place where this all auditorium and all everything was taking place at that time. Just few moments later, when everything was, his speech was over, when everything was over, after that, in awe as a spectacular, when everything was going on, just when they see up, oh my goodness, whole lot of helicopters and planes. You have seen this scenery on our 26th January and Independence Day. The whole sky is full, purification, mind blowing. You have seen this. And if you have not, then just play the video of the 26th January and 15th August. You will find that beautiful, the aircrafts and the helicopters, and when they are flying high in the sky, soaring high in the sky, and then when they, in India it happens, when they are just putting that flowers from the sky, and when colorful sky, the different airs of colors are just spreading over in the air, just scenario is mind blowing. Sometimes if you get an opportunity to go to Delhi on these days, on either of 15th August or 26th January, then please visit those places personally. See that you are going at that places. See, there are many sightseeing places to go. In India, we have thousands of sightseeing places, and you might be also enjoying that sightseeing places in your vacation time. That sometimes in Manali, Shimla, and Kulu Manali, and all those places, different places are there. But sometimes definitely try to take 1 day or 2 days break to enjoy that exactly scenario, and then that what goosebumps you will have on your body, and you will see it for the first time about this beautification. Few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters, and troops carrying roared in the perfect formation. Because when they come, the boom, 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 whole sky is full of roaring. Yes, roared in the perfect formation over the Union Building. It was not only the display of the pinpoint precision the military force, but a demonstration of the military's loyalty to the freely and fairly elected. Right? It was a demonstration to show the respect, the love for Nelson Mandela. Yes, it was definitely that South Africa is free now. South Africa is having its own army, own troops. Everything is, yes, definitely perfectly fine. Yes, it's definitely a part and parcel of a country's administration and management to have our own troops, to have our own system and management. Yes, definitely, it should be there. But then what? Why are they doing all this? To show respect and love for their leader, right? So, only moments before the highest journal of South Africa's defense force and police, their chest bedecked with ribbons and medals from day gone by, saluted me and pledged their loyalty. See, this was a day. This was a day, 10th May. It was a very special day for South Africa in that time. Because this was a day only when the president, Mr. Nelson Mandela, was appointed. This was a day when deputies were elected, other bureaucrats might also been appointed, and it was a day on which the frontiers, the forefront people, soldiers and all those, they were giving these badges. Here. If you belong to any of the family where the people, the family members, or either of any of them, or you have some relative who is working in police force or who is in defense or any of that, they understand that value of 1 star. What is the value? What is the importance? And how much hard they have to work when they get that. And once they get, just like this. Yes, when you get a small A plus in your mark sheet, how happy you feel. You feel like, हाँ हमारे सर पे तो ताज लग गया है. तो वो जो लगता है ना बेटा, यहाँ पे जो सितारे लगते हैं कैप पे, वो जो सितारे लगते हैं और वो जो हमारा नाम लगता है, कैप्टन, लेफ्टिनेंट, वो सब जो नाम लगते हैं ना, वो जो इम्पोर्टेंस है ना बेटा, वो एक फौजी को या एक पुलिस वाले को या एक फॉर फ्रंटियर को ही पूछो कि तुम्हारा यूनिफॉर्म चेंज होता है ना फ्रॉम ए टू बी, तुम्हारी कैप चेंज होती है ना, तो उसमें कितना तुमको अपने आप पे, और उसमें जो देशभक्ति बढ़ती है वो कहीं बिकती नहीं है, वो अंदर से ही पैदा होती है. एंड आई ट्रूली सल्यूट दोज पीपल. यस आई डू. यस. नाउ I was not unmindful, means he was remembering. Not unmindful matlab he was remembering. Here you can do the negative of it. Grammar lecture, if you will. At that time I will teach you. Not unmindful, that means he was in full mind. He was pure hosh awaz mein. He was remembering. I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would have not have saluted. Yes. जब तक गादी नहीं मिलती है, सिंहासन नहीं मिलता है, तब तक कौन सल्यूट करता है? कोई नहीं करता है. जब तक तुम नीचे खड़े हो तब तक तुम कुछ नहीं हो. जिस दिन तुम पोडियम के ऊपर चढ़ गए सब कोई तुमको सल्यूट करेगा, और उसी के लिए मेहनत करनी है. मैंने कभी एक आधा लेक्चर में पूछा, शायद आपको बताया है, फिर से आई एम टेलिंग यू. इट्स इन गुजराती. ઉગતા સૂરજની સવારે 4 વાગ્યાની સૂરજની બધા પૂજા કરે. 10 વાગ્યા 4 વાગ્યા સૂરજની, આઈ એમ સોરી રિપીટેડ, 10 વાગ્યાના સૂરજની બધા પૂજા કરે. 4 વાગ્યાની જે પૂજા કરે એની સર્વે પૂજા કરે. અગેન આઈ એમ રિપીટિંગ, 10 વાગ્યાના સૂરજની સર્વે પૂજા કરે. 4 વાગ્યાના સૂરજની જે પૂજા કરે એની સર્વે પૂજા કરે. Meaning it's the person who gets early in the morning, who gets up early in the morning, right, at 4 o'clock, he's respected by whole world. And the people who get up at 10 o'clock and then they do that Surya Puja, everybody is doing it. I think difference in that. I think it's okay. किया तो okay fine. फिर जनरल पब्लिक में आ जाएंगे. पर जो 4 बजे उठते हैं ये चीज़ के लिए है ना, आप एक ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑफ एनी ऑफ द सक्सेसफुल पीपल पढ़ो. Half an hour early makes a great difference. And these are the people early risers, those who have attained success in the life. तो जिन्होंने अपने जीवन में सक्सेस हासिल किया है वो कभी भी 9 बजे तक नहीं सोए. They all are early risers. If you get up early in the morning, your day is yours. Half an hour early. And you read it. कोई भी किसी को भी पकड़ लो, किसी को भी पकड़ लो, जो भी तुम्हारे दिमाग में आता है, whosoever is coming to your mind, जो whosoever successful person is coming in your mind, take the profile picture or take the person's lifestyle and see. They will tell you the same thing what I am telling you just now. Now let us further. I was not mindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted by arrest me, but arrested me. Finally, a chevron. Chevron matlab a pattern in the V shape. You know, when they drive, they always drive like this. This you can see it in Indian March on 26th and 26th January. That V shape is formed. A chevron of Impala jets flying in the smoke trail in the sky of the black, red, green, blue and gold of the new South African flag. This flag is new. Symbol of freedom, symbol of आज़ादी. हमारा देश आज़ाद हुआ है, उसका एक सिंबल है ना, हमारे देश की भी एक सिंबल है. What's our national tricolor flag? The day was, shall I give you one homework over here? Who has designed our national flag? Answer me in the comment section. Somebody might have designed. Designing is a part and parcel. कुछ भी डिजाइनिंग के बिना तो होता नहीं है. You know, Janaganama is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Vande Mataram is written by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. And then, who has designed our national flag? Answer me in the comment section. This is an homework for you. Right? Try it. Have a cup of tea. Just a minute. Teachers, no? Addicted to tea. So let us continue further. So this is my way. I stand and normally teach on the board, but this video lectures I have to sit and explain because I'm not getting comfortable with videos on the board. So I always, when I teach now, I just try to sip a cup of tea. Right? So we may not feel it that oh, एक boredom वाला lecture चल रहा है, चलता है, टीचर बोलते ही रहते, खत्म ही नहीं होता है. ऐसा नहीं करना है. So we have to interact with each other. Yes, definitely physical presence of yours are not, it's not there in front of you, but like I will talk with you. And then you should feel that you are also talking with me. Right? Now, the day was symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthems and the vision of whites singing Nostalgically try to get that idea. YouTube में सुनो उसको, बहुत मस्त गाना है, समझ नहीं पड़ती है पर सुनो. And black singing dice stamp because they were leaving, so they were also giving respect. So you have aware of, and all the national anthems are sung one by the people of their land. When cricket match, especially you might have seen in cricket match when two different teams of different countries are playing, then both the countries' national anthem is sung as a respect to the country, motherland. Although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem, they once despised, because it was for the first time they were singing. The blacks were singing for the first time their national anthem. So definitely the lyrics everybody will not know. They have to read and sing. But slowly and gradually the people will know. They would soon know the words by heart. Definitely. When Jana Gana Mana was taken as the first ever national anthem, nobody was knowing it. Today also, if you'll ask everybody, I don't know exactly. But as it is a part and parcel of our school regime, so people are knowing it. But then later on years, if you say if they are not singing regularly, then you will forget. Vande Mataram also, I don't think so everybody will be aware of it. Whole song, then nobody will be knowing it. It's our national song. On the day of the inauguration, I was overwhelmed with a sense of history. See, when you are sitting on a position, try to understand this, what I want to tell you. Say you got everybody, with my full heart I am blessing you that you all get very good percentage, very nice results in your 10th class and your further careers also. Say you got, somebody of you got first in the board. You were not dreaming. Yes, you might have worked hard, but it was not in your back of the mind that you will be getting the first in board exams. And when you got the first and you have been awarded by the chief minister or education minister is giving you the award because you got the first prize, first in the board exams. So when you are receiving the award or when you are sitting on the chair and when all the other programs are going on, so at the back of your mind, you will recall everything what you did for the whole year. And Nelson Mandela has spent 30 years in jail. So when he was sitting at the position as a president, definitely that recalling will be there at the back of his mind. So on the day of inauguration, I was overwhelmed. Overwhelmed मतलब बहुत खुश हो गया था. Very happy with the sense of history. In the first decade of the 20th century's first decade, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War. So these are wars, different types of wars. India, a world has seen many wars. खाली फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर और सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत सारे वॉर्स देखे और उसमें से भी ये एंग्लो बोर वॉर एंड बिफोर माई ओन्स बर्थ, ये सब चीज़ें छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हैं. गूगल इट and gather your knowledge, because if I keep on speaking other extra things then the chapter will be very big. So here I am just go through it. Anglo-Boer War. What was the Anglo-Boer War? Try to find it out. And before my own birth, the white-skinned people of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial domination. Well, before Nelson Mandela was born, he was born in a place, he was born in a situation where racism has already taken birth. Before his birth, racism was already present. The structure they created for the basis of one of the hardest, most inhuman societies the world has ever known. It's really very tough. Yes, dears, it's really very tough. To bear a little bit of inhumane activity, or to bear a little bit of inhumane, what is it called, say, behavior, it's also really very tough. And to breathe in that type of atmosphere right from your childhood is really very tough. The structure they created, white people. Already the society was formed wherein the black people were slaves. So this type of society was already formed, right? And the basis of the harshest. See, sometimes, beta, what happens when you are born in that type of atmosphere, you don't feel the difference. ऐसा तो होता ही है. when a girl child is under atrocities, or when a girl child is under the system where different restrictions are there, तुमको ऐसा नहीं खाना है, ऐसा नहीं उठना है, ऐसा नहीं बैठना है, when that girl grows with the same scenario or with the same mentality around her, then she does not form the habit of understanding the different world, which is different, which is not the world what she has shown right from her childhood. And Nelson Mandela had that mindset to see a different world other than the world which he has seen right from his childhood, the framed society in which he was born. You understand what I want to tell you? उसको अलग नजरिए से देखना और फिर समझना कि ये मैं आज़ाद नहीं हूँ, मुझे ये एट्रोसिटी से आज़ादी चाहिए, ये चीज़ को अपने अंदर इतनी डिप में डेवलप करना कि पूरी दुनिया से लड़ाई करना और सिर्फ आज़ादी के लिए, और ऐसे सिस्टम के साथ जिस सिस्टम को बरसों से वो उसके अंदर धस चुका था, लोगों को एवरी पीपल वेर ऑलरेडी यूज्ड टू दैट एट्रोसिटीज. कभी कभी क्या आदत पड़ जाती है एट्रोसिटीज सहन करने की, एट्रोसिटीज बेयर करने की आदत पड़ जाती है, फिर वो डिफरेंट नहीं लगती है, फिर ऐसा लगता है ये तो पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ द लाइफ. ऐसा नहीं होता है. यू अंडरस्टैंड नाउ? So the structure they created formed the basis of one of the harshest, most inhuman societies the world has ever known. Now, in this society, in the last decade of the 20th century, and my own 8th decade as a man, that system had been overturned forever. So here you can estimate the age of Nelson Mandela when he became the president. Can you? Just guess it up. Just guess it up and tell me in the comment section. Then we will reply. I will reply in your comment section. This you are right or wrong. What was the age of Nelson Mandela when he became the president? Here in this line, you are getting the answer of it. You are getting the answer of it. Try to understand and go through it. You have the PDFs also. You have the textual part also, and you have it's Google. Every time you have a Google, but usko search karo. Right now.